Thank you.
Christy Scarborough.
Hello, board members. I'm Christy Scarborough from the Stonewall District. Just want to say I think your appointments, great. Well, because you guys fund FCPS, I'm here to discuss some issues within Frederick County Public Schools and the school board. Think long and hard before you vote to fully fund them in the future, because doing that is nothing shy than rewarding bad behavior. Last night, I was removed from the school board meeting after I read one line from an explicit book at James Wood Middle School. Judith, there are students that are in your district that have access to these kinds of books. Interestingly enough, our school board seemed oblivious to these books even existing in the schools, which is strange because they're all listed to the public on FCPS website. Should be noted there is something seriously wrong with our school board members and the public schools if parents are being removed from the public meetings for reading material that the schools have provided to the children. Out of all of the explicit books they have listed, I have obtained 2 of them, and let me tell you, they are bad. These books were purchased with the tax dollars you gave Frederick County Public Schools. If FCPS does not have any of your rubber stamp on any of these books, I suggest you make it very clear to the citizens tonight. Also, if anyone in Bat Creek is interested in signing a recall petition to remove Sturdivant from the school board, please reach out to me and I can get you in contact with an organizer. But be prepared, John Jewell will be upset and he will likely try and convince people like he's done before not to sign it. Now I'm going to give a disclaimer. What I'm about to read is nothing short of disgusting. And yet, I want you to remember one important element to this. These are books FCPS has available to our children. And if it's too inappropriate for our children, or I'm sorry, the board meetings, then it's too inappropriate for our children.
Ms. Scarborough, can I interrupt you for 1 second?
Yes.
Can I see the 2 books? Do you have multiple books with you?
Want me to just bring them up to you?
If I can for a second, you'll get your time back.
Okay.
I was aware of your presentation yesterday, I think, on one of these books. Yeah, so I did some research. This book is in the library. And this one I saw, I don't remember which library is it in. So since it does concern the school board and the county, then I'll let you proceed. I'm guessing this will be unpleasant to hear, but...
It will be, and I apologize. The book, this one, Beyond Magenta, I'm not going to read from this one today, but it is in Sharando and NREP. It is a book about transgender and non-binary teens that speak out. It's disgusting. So, this is Flamer from Mike Corrado. And in this book, there is, and mind you, this is for middle schoolers. We're each busting a load into this bottle. If you don't come, you have to drink it. That's disgusting. Talking about jerking off in here, again, absolutely disgusting. Motherfucker, you fucking faggot. You're the faggot. You're the fudge-packing, fairy, cock-sucking, queer pansy faggot. That's the statement that got me removed from the school board meeting, and your best friend, Sturdivant, had the audacity to say, I wasn't even reading from a book. Here it is. I was reading from a book. It was not a personal attack against him, although if he wants to pretend like it is, that's fine with me. The last thing I want to show, an illustration of a student attempting to commit suicide with a knife to their wrist for middle schoolers. This is garbage. And every single time I get to that school board meeting, they shut me down. They don't want parents to know about these books. They say that there's a process. They don't want parents talking about these books at their public meetings because they really don't care and they don't want the heat for it. So I vow to go to every school board meeting. I will be going through every single explicit book, and I will be reading them whether I get removed or not. I will be reading them until they are removed. Thank you. Would you like to keep these?
No, I
Okay.
would prefer not to. Thank you.
That's the end of the list.
Is there anyone else here who'd like to speak on a matter involving the county? Seeing no one, I will close citizen comments. Board of Supervisor comments, do we have any? None to the right. Supervisor Lockridge.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, thank you. So I believe that, speaking to our last citizen comment, Sturdivant is the chairman of the school board, and his sole promise to the people was to get these books removed, and he says that he's gotten these books removed. I met with Dr. Hummer, it's been a year ago at this point, and he pointed me to the website, so you can go onto Frederick County Public Schools. I'm on there right now. I just decided to pull it back up as she was speaking. You can search the sexually explicit materials, and he promised me that it's not a big issue because parents can remove themselves from this. But my question is, and the reason I met with him is, I think a lot of parents believe that the schools are doing the right thing, and they're working, probably mom and dad are both working and out of the home. So my opinion was that a parent shouldn't have to go and remove themselves from their child checking this out, but that it should be an opt-in. So if you want to expose your child to something like that, I know an R-rated movie, a parent has to give that permission, but the stuff that she was reading and the books that I pointed out, a parent can remove their child, but they also, and it's on their website, but I don't agree with this. I think we need to be protecting our children, and I've been very vocal and public about this. I have a situation with Apple Pie Ridge Elementary. I think we need to protect our children. So I just want to say that this topic is the sole topic. The schools, getting schools back on track. This is the sole topic that got me involved and in my position today. So something I'm very passionate about, and I'm very, very, very against those books being in our schools. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other supervisor comments? Hearing none, I'll make mine to conclude the meeting. So I agree. I have the same concern about books in our schools. Certainly, and I'm aware that the current school board chairman did run on that as one of his major campaign issues. He has asserted that all these books have been removed. But I didn't watch the school board meeting last night. I did. Can we get my charts up? Thank you. But I did hear about it, and so I did a little research this morning, and I put a chart or two together on a couple of matters in case I needed to talk about books. So if you want to see books that are in your school and you're concerned about it, you go to Frederick County Public Schools. The website up at the top there might be hard to read, frederickcountyschools.va.net. And on the three little bars on the right, you click on that, and it brings down an option to do a search on the website. If you put in just the word explicit, you'll get to this page that you see here. Next slide, please. So, sorry. Yep, no problem. So that's just a few of the results I put in for one particular school, and you'll notice the bottom one is one of the books that Ms. Scarborough was reading from. So you can go see this on the page. You do have an option to opt out, which I presume means your child would not be allowed to check out a certain book. I don't know how libraries work today, but that still wouldn't stop them, at least in my day, from going into the library, grabbing a book off a shelf and sitting and reading it anyway. So I'm not convinced that opting out will keep your child from seeing these materials. Frankly, I prefer it was opt-in so that one wouldn't have to fill out paperwork to keep debatable, inappropriate material away from your children. And then I want to move on to the next subject. You can go to the next slide, and I'll address it in just a second. So, Supervisor Dunn.